Sometimes I genuinely forget I live in Australia because there are so many British people here, including myself. I know I'm part of the problem. But like I just went into a shop, like three shops in a row, and every single person who worked in those shops was British. And for a minute, I kind of forgot that I was actually on the other side of the world in Australia, not in the UK, because we were just having a conversation in British. And then I was like, when I walked outside, I heard someone with an Australian accent. It was like, oh yeah, I'm in Australia. But it's because I guess a lot of British people come over here. I can see why. That's why I came here. Like a lot of people work in retail and hospitality and things like that because of working holiday visas. But yeah, it's just, I guess I maybe didn't quite realize how many British people there are, particularly in the area that I live in. Maybe that just so happens. I'm not doing it deliberately. I would quite like to not meet just British people, also some Australian people. But so far, I've met so many British people, I kind of forget that I live in Australia. Also, not to mention the fact that we have so many British products here. And I think, like, for example, my boyfriend's favourite tea, Yorkshire tea, that's British, and you can get that here. Also, Cadbury's is really big here, and I didn't realise that Cadbury's was a thing here. And I was speaking to an Australian person, and they didn't even realise that Cadbury's is originally a British company. They thought it was Australian because I think it is made in Australia, the Australian version. I think it's made in Tasmania, but it is actually originally a British company, and it's probably the #1 brand of sort of normal chocolate in the UK as well. But I was just really surprised at how many British things there are here that are really similar, to the point where you can almost forget that you live in Australia. But then I see cool things like these palm trees, and then I remember that I am definitely not in the UK, and I love it.